I don't know. To me, this is the Bethenny thing just is in the back of my mind. I'm like, how are they going to keep these two women? First of all, I don't even think you need everyone because you have so many damn people filming the show. But I mean, look, I don't want anyone to lose their job. Let me just say that. I spoke to Jennifer Aydin on the phone before the start of this season. So there you go. Maybe that's something for everyone. I listen, let me tell you about Jennifer. Okay. Let me just, do you all have a minute? Do you mind? Knowing Jennifer, she is, and I'm not team anyone, really. I want them both to stay. But Jennifer is deep down, she's a good girl. She really is a good girl, really. Two things get to be true. I don't have a side. Even when I was BFFs with Marge, I really never had hate in my heart for Jennifer. I mean, did I call her thirsty at the beginning? Yeah, I think she was thirsty. I think she was thirsty to be on the Housewives. And I think she sucked up to Teresa. Are we way past that? Yeah, she's multi-season. She's lasted longer than many other people on many franchises. And her friendship with Teresa is real and is authentic. And she's not sucking up to Teresa just because she is the quote unquote star of the show. So, but I never, Jennifer, she's a good person. Really. She's not, look, do I think she's playing the game? Do I think she goes and meets with, one of Marge's ex-friends when, listen, if one of your enemies, especially if you're being paid several $100,000 a year, and one of your enemy's ex-best friends says, hey, do you want to meet? I have tea for you. No one's going to say no to that. I would say yes to that in 1 second. So you can't blame her. I mean, she's not innocent here, Jennifer, but she has a good heart. She really does. She's not malicious, like to the core when it gets to real life stuff. So she's a good girl. Do I think that it gets lost in Miss Jennifer Aydin's delivery sometimes? Sometimes her delivery gets a little bit off track. Sure. I mean, does my delivery get a little off track where I'm saying fuck this and fuck that every other word? Yes. Sometimes our deliveries in life are not exactly what they should be, but here we are. But she doesn't mean any harm. Okay. So I don't want her to lose her job. Also, Danielle, to me, that's like the Angelina Pavarnik clause, so to speak, from Jersey Shore. I mean, could you imagine this Angelina? And I love Angelina. I've interviewed Snooki. I've interviewed Dina. I want to interview Angelina on this podcast. I'm putting it out there. I kind of want to interview more than anybody from Jersey Shore. Can you imagine you are on this show and for whatever reason, you blow your opportunity? Now you have to sit back. I mean, Pauly D goes on. What is Pauly D worth? $30 million? Snooki's second. I mean, like what? 15 million, 20 million? I think Pauly's maybe 50 million. I don't know. But you sit by for years and years and watch these people get filthy rich. I mean, the Jersey Shore people they ain't housewives rich. They are like rich. And then you're given another chance. So to me, it's like, what a shame if Danielle was off this show, because I mean, you've obviously wanted this. You were on other shows. She was on that Staten Island show for one episode. You spend so much time trying to get on the show. And then just because you couldn't control your temper, it's over. You're fired. Because once you're fired, that's it. You ain't pleading your case, just like any other corporation. It's like, there's the door. So I would think I would have felt bad for Jennifer and I would have felt bad for Danielle if they were fired. I truly, in my heart of heart, I wasn't convinced, but the reality reckoning, man, it's in my ear. And I'm like, oh no, they're going to make, I mean, this thing that just came out, I don't know if you saw it, like the president of NBC, Frances, came out with statements, like she put it on the production company of like, everyone needs to go to alcohol training. People need to learn how to like control their alcohol. We talked about the NDA. She said you can't put people in like emotional situations. I really thought they were going to make an example out of these two women. I really did. So there you go. They didn't, and they both have their jobs, but I go from 0 to 100. I was convinced that these two were going to lose their jobs. I'm really happy that they didn't. And that shows you that probably with whatever happened, it is this fine line, right? Because look, if Jennifer Aydin were standing there and Danielle came up and punched her in the damn face, or vice versa, one of these two would lose their jobs. I think when this investigation was going on, to me, I said, one person is not going to lose their job. Either they're both going to lose their job or nobody's going to lose their job. So I'm happy that no one has lost their job. Lots of you tree huggers are incensed at Danielle, and I have got all of your DMs, and you want Danielle taken out back. I get it. A lot of people also have been bringing up BravoCon to me. You know, Jennifer had this situation at BravoCon with, you know, the little guy, Josephina. I have no horse in this race. His name is Josephina, and that is what I'm calling him. It's a term of endearment, first of all, and so is Messy G. Look, everyone should have a nickname. Feel free to give me a nickname. Messy G and Josephina. I don't think those are not insulting things to say. I mean, I called the girl Malire all last season. I think this is a step in the right direction. So I really don't have a horse in this race, even though everyone thinks I hate the Gorgas. But, you know, this thing at BravoCon with Josephina and Jennifer, people are referring to that and saying that this is like Jennifer's second offense. Well, again, I mean, Jennifer might have done something with the shoulder. She had the drink thrown at her. Maybe it's karma. I mean, maybe it's like a full circle moment. Not that I wish this. I mean, she was bleeding. But, you know, the whole BravoCon thing is different. First of all, they weren't filming. Now, were you at work? I mean, you get paid to go to BravoCon. It was after hours. To me, this isn't really like, this is comparing apples to oranges. I personally don't think they're the same thing. You know, I mean, Melissa apparently said you know, you're a fucking loser to Aydin. And then, you know, Aydin said, shut the fuck up. And then Joey Gorga spoke up. I mean, you all talk about the way he talks to women. He says, like, shut the fuck up, you know, you fucking bitch or whatever. And then she threw her plastic cup. So maybe this is a full circle moment where now Jennifer's having something thrown at her. But they're both going back to BravoCon. I don't take this as the same situation. I really don't. So I don't really know. I mean, a lot of people have brought that up and said, like, shouldn't this be like a second strike against Jennifer and she's a problem and she needs to go? It's kind of different to me. It's kind of, I mean, you could say in both situations, someone kind of got in her face first. It's neither here nor there. They're both keeping their jobs, which I'm happy about. Isn't everyone happy about that? Now, this brings up some other issues that I wanted to discuss. I have sat up here and I have said for so long that, look, there's a directive at Bravo, which it started before Bethenny's reality reckoning, right? We don't want it to be toxic. So we had season 13 of RHONJ, where we talked all about racism, and it was too much for, you know, and no one wanted to hear about that. All of you, I didn't mind it. And then Bravo scrapped the whole thing. Then we have Lisa Rinna and the bots, and it was so toxic between Kathy and Kyle. And now we've reset Beverly Hills. Wait till Beverly Hills comes back. Kyle has said it. Dorit, everyone has said it's old time Beverly Hills. That means it's going to be fighting over like nothing. Remember Lucy Apple Juice? We're going to be fighting over nonsense on Beverly Hills. And I think it's going to be a great season. I mean, apparently there's this dinner party for hell where Denise loses her mind. You know, I just saw Erica in Vegas last weekend, actually. So, you know, I said, are you excited for the new season? It seems like this new season is just going to be like, you know, she implied like it's going to be back to basics on Beverly Hills in like a good way, right? So I've been saying that, you know, wait, I have something else to say. I know, I always have something else to say. But listen, you guys know I've been having a lot of digestive issues lately. I've shared that with all of you throughout the past few weeks. I share a lot with you guys. But you know what I didn't know? I didn't know that these digestive issues were caused by potential toxins that are in these quote unquote healthy foods. I thought I was eating right. Oh my gosh. I have learned so much. We've been hearing about, you know, these healthy foods for years, right? Well, this potential toxin causes digestive issues, according to Dr. Gundry. He's a world's renowned cardiologist. And the harmful condition is affecting millions of people nationwide. It was affecting me. Now, here's the thing. There's so many warning signs that I now saw that I didn't realize. weight gain, hello. I mean, that's all I talk about with you guys. Fatigue, digestive discomfort, stiff joints. I've even had skin problems. And, listen, I'm not a spring chicken. So I just personally thought that all these things were happening because I was getting older. Well, Dr. Gundry explains that these side effects are often mistaken for normal signs of aging. Now I know. So listen, I can assure you that the damage is probably caused by these healthy foods and it's far from normal. The good news is you can easily help fix the problem from your own home. It's very simple. You just have to know which foods are actually healthy and which contain this hidden potential toxin. It's that simple. So you can find this for yourself at gutcleanseprotocol.com/velvet. That's gutcleanseprotocol.com/velvet. You can just click on the link in the description below this video. Because after years of research, Dr. Gundry has decided to release an informative video to the public free. It's free and uninterrupted. You guys have to watch this, showcasing exactly which foods you need to avoid. Go to the video, gutcleanseprotocol.com/velvet. I'm not trying to be dramatic. I know this is reality TV, but this really, really has changed my life. Click on the link below. Bye.